Infrastructure development in Panama, $1.5 billion investment breakdown in 5 key phases leading to completion by Q2 2026. Overview. Panama is on the brink of a transformative infrastructure development initiative backed by a substantial investment of $1.5 billion. This undertaking is aimed at elevating the country's economic competitiveness and improving the quality of life for its citizens. The project is structured into 5 key phases with a target completion date set for the second quarter of 2026. Key areas of focus. 1. Transportation infrastructure. Significance: Panama's strategic geographical location positions it as a critical logistics hub, particularly due to the Panama Canal. Key projects: Tocumen International Airport, enhancements to increase capacity and improve passenger experience. Pan American Highway, upgrades to facilitate better road connectivity across the country. Panama Metro, expansion plans include additional lines to enhance urban mobility, reinforcing its status as Central America's first metro system. 2. Ports and logistics. Current status: Panama is home to several advanced ports including Manzanillo International Terminal and Colón Container Terminal. Investment goals: modernization efforts are underway to bolster efficiency and maintain Panama's position as a regional logistics powerhouse. 3. Energy and utilities. Energy strategy: currently nearly 60% of Panama's energy production comes from hydroelectric sources. The government is diversifying this mix by incorporating more renewable energy sources such as solar and wind. Rural electrification plan, aiming for universal electricity access by 2030. This initiative seeks to improve living standards in rural areas. 4. Digital infrastructure. Importance: with the rise of digital services, Panama is investing in IT and telecommunications infrastructure. Key project: the National Broadband Network will enhance connectivity in underserved areas, positioning Panama as a regional hub for digital services. 5. Future projects. Upcoming initiatives. 4th bridge over the Panama Canal, aimed at improving traffic flow and connectivity. Panama Metro Line 3, expected completion in 2025. This line will extend the metro system across the canal. Energy transition plan, goals include generating 70% of electricity from renewable sources by 2050. Timeline of events. 1914, opening of the Panama Canal, enhancing global maritime trade. 2016, completion of the Panama Canal expansion project, significantly increasing its capacity. 2024, ongoing investments in roads, airports, and public transportation begin to take shape. 2025, anticipated completion of Panama Metro Line 3. 2030, target for universal electricity access via the Rural Electrification Plan. Themes and perspectives. Across various sources, common themes highlight the strategic importance of Panama's infrastructure in driving economic growth and its vital role in global trade. Sustainable development is emphasized, particularly in energy and water management. There is also a consensus on the necessity of enhancing digital connectivity to meet modern economic demands. However, perspectives differ. One source dives into specific projects and their implications for trade, while another focuses on broader investment climates and governmental initiatives. This divergence underscores the multifaceted nature of infrastructure development in Panama. Conclusion. Panama's ambitious infrastructure development plan is poised to modernize and sustain the nation's growth trajectory. The strategic investment of $1.5 billion segmented into 5 phases is not only set to bolster economic competitiveness but also to significantly enhance the quality of life for its residents. With completion slated for Q2 2026, Panama is positioning itself as a formidable player in both regional and global markets, leveraging its unique geographical advantages and resource potential. The comprehensive approach to infrastructure development will serve as a catalyst for economic advancement and improved public welfare, ensuring that Panama remains a vital hub for trade and innovation in the coming decades. The infrastructure development in Panama, with a $1.5 billion investment spread over 5 key phases to be completed by Q2 2026, presents several counterintuitive insights worth exploring. 1. Economic growth versus environmental sustainability. While the investment aims to bolster Panama's economic competitiveness, there is a significant focus on sustainable development. This juxtaposition can seem contradictory. Typically, rapid economic growth is associated with environmental degradation. However, Panama is actively diversifying its energy sources and intends to generate 70% of its electricity from renewables by 2050, showcasing a commitment to sustainability that challenges traditional narratives about economic development. 2. Digital infrastructure and rural development. The emphasis on enhancing digital infrastructure, particularly through projects like the National Broadband Network, may initially appear as a priority for urban areas and businesses. However, this initiative actually addresses the needs of underserved rural communities. This counterintuitive approach highlights that improving digital connectivity is not just about urbanization or corporate interests, but is also a strategy to uplift rural populations, thus integrating them into the economic framework. 3. Panama Canal's dual role. The Panama Canal, often viewed primarily as a facilitator of global trade, also serves as a critical component of Panama's local infrastructure strategy. This dual role may seem contradictory, since global trade routes typically benefit large corporations at the expense of local economies. However, the canal's revenue supports local development initiatives, and its modernization efforts include sustainability projects aimed at mitigating water shortages, demonstrating that local and global benefits can coexist. 4. Investment in transportation versus urban mobility. The expansion of transportation infrastructure, including the Panama Metro and improvements to the Pan American Highway, aims to enhance logistics and trade efficiency. However, these projects also prioritize urban mobility, which might seem counterproductive given the focus on freight and commerce. The counterintuitive aspect lies in the recognition that improving urban transportation not only supports economic activities but also enhances the quality of life for residents, suggesting a holistic view of infrastructure investment. 5. Ports as a local and regional asset. While Panama is enhancing its ports to maintain its position as a logistics hub, this investment is not solely for international trade. The development of local port facilities in free trade zones like the Colón Free Zone serves to boost the local economy by providing jobs and facilitating local businesses. This dual focus on international logistics and local economic stimulation presents a broader understanding of how infrastructure can serve multiple layers of the economy simultaneously. 6. Rural electrification as economic strategy. The Rural Electrification Plan, aimed at achieving universal electricity access by 2030, could be viewed as a social rather than an economic initiative. However, the counterintuitive element here is that by investing in rural electrification, Panama is not just improving quality of life but also creating conditions for economic growth in rural areas. Access to electricity can lead to increased productivity and new business opportunities, thus reinforcing the economy at large. 7. Smart city initiatives versus traditional infrastructure. The push for smart city initiatives, including digital public services and smart traffic management, contrasts with traditional infrastructure development. It may seem that focusing on high-tech solutions overlooks the need for basic infrastructure improvements. However, this integration signifies that modernizing infrastructure goes hand in hand with adopting new technologies, highlighting a nuanced understanding of urban development where both traditional and digital infrastructures are vital for comprehensive growth. In summary, Panama's infrastructure development strategy illustrates a complex interplay between economic ambitions and sustainability efforts, rural and urban needs, as well as traditional and modern approaches to infrastructure. These counterintuitive insights reveal a multifaceted plan that seeks not only to enhance Panama's role in global trade but also to improve the quality of life for its citizens, demonstrating an integrated approach to development. In the context of Panama's $1.5 billion infrastructure development initiative and its projected completion by Q2 2026, there are several key aspects and themes in the detailed breakdown of this investment that may be overlooked but hold significant importance for various stakeholders, including investors, local communities, and policymakers. 1. Rural electrification plan. While the focus on urban infrastructure such as transportation and logistics is evident, the rural electrification plan is a critical element that often receives less attention. This initiative aims for universal electricity access by 2030, which is crucial for enhancing the quality of life in rural areas. The significance lies in its potential to stimulate local economies, improve educational opportunities through better access to technology, and enhance healthcare services by providing reliable power for medical facilities. Moreover, this plan aligns with global sustainability goals by promoting renewable energy sources. 2. Digital infrastructure investment. The emphasis on digital infrastructure, particularly through the National Broadband Network, is another aspect that can be easily overlooked. In an increasingly digital world, robust IT and telecommunications networks are essential for economic growth and competitiveness. The investment in connectivity for underserved areas can reduce the digital divide, fostering inclusive growth. This is significant not only for local businesses but also for attracting multinational companies looking for reliable operational environments. Additionally, improved digital infrastructure supports smart city initiatives that enhance urban living through technology-driven solutions. 3. Sustainability and energy strategy. Panama's energy strategy, which currently relies heavily on hydroelectric power, is undergoing a transformation with the integration of renewable sources like solar and wind. The government's ambition to generate 70% of electricity from renewables by 2050 is significant for several reasons. Firstly, it positions Panama as a leader in sustainable energy within the region, potentially attracting investment from companies with a focus on corporate social responsibility and sustainability. Secondly, reducing reliance on fossil fuels is essential for mitigating climate change impacts, which is increasingly relevant given the global emphasis on environmental stewardship. 4. Fourth bridge over the Panama Canal. The fourth bridge project is not just about improving traffic flow, it symbolizes a forward-thinking approach to urban planning and infrastructure resilience. By facilitating better connectivity across the Panama Canal, this bridge will enhance economic activity and reduce congestion in Panama City. The significance of this project extends beyond transportation. It will bolster trade and logistics capabilities by improving the efficiency of moving goods across the country. Additionally, it reflects a strategic investment in future-proofing Panama's infrastructure against urban growth challenges. 5. Economic impact of port modernization. While the development of ports like Manzanillo International Terminal and Colón Container Terminal is frequently highlighted, the implications of this modernization extend beyond immediate logistics. Efficient ports are vital for international trade, and enhancements can lead to increased competitiveness in regional and global markets. This is crucial for Panama's economy, which is heavily reliant on the services sector, particularly logistics and trade. The port upgrades are not merely infrastructural, they are a strategic move to position Panama as a robust player in global supply chains, especially in light of post-pandemic recovery and shifts in trade patterns. Conclusion. These overlooked aspects of Panama's infrastructure development plan underscore the complexity and interconnectivity of the initiatives being undertaken. The focus on rural electrification, digital infrastructure, sustainability, and energy strategic transportation projects and port modernization illustrates a comprehensive approach that aims not only to modernize physical structures but also to enhance social equity, economic resilience, and environmental sustainability. Stakeholders should consider these dimensions as they navigate the evolving landscape of Panama's economic development, recognizing that infrastructure investment is not merely about building but about creating a foundation for future growth and prosperity. 1. Transportation infrastructure development. The expansion of transportation networks is crucial for Panama's role as a logistics hub. Key projects include the upgrades to Tocumen International Airport and the Pan American Highway, alongside the expansion of the Panama Metro, which is vital for improving urban mobility. These developments not only facilitate domestic and international travel but also enhance the overall efficiency of the logistics sector, making Panama an attractive destination for trade and investment. 2. Ports and logistics modernization. Investments in port infrastructure, particularly at Manzanillo International Terminal and Colón Container Terminal, are pivotal for maintaining Panama's regional dominance in logistics and shipping. The modernization of these ports will support increased capacity and efficiency, which is essential for accommodating growing international trade. The strategic location of these ports, in conjunction with the Panama Canal, positions the nation as a critical player in global maritime commerce. 3. Energy diversification and sustainability. With nearly 60% of Panama's energy produced through hydroelectric power, the government is actively pursuing a diversification strategy that includes renewable sources like solar and wind. The Rural Electrification Plan aims for universal electricity access by 2030, significantly impacting the quality of life in rural areas. This focus on sustainable energy solutions is crucial for long-term economic stability and environmental stewardship, aligning with global trends towards renewable energy. 4. Digital infrastructure and economic competitiveness. The investment in digital infrastructure, particularly through initiatives like the National Broadband Network, is essential for enhancing connectivity across underserved areas. As Panama seeks to position itself as a regional hub for IT and telecommunications, improving digital access will support economic growth, facilitate education, and enhance healthcare services. This digital push reflects the broader trend of integrating technology into everyday life and business operations, which is vital for maintaining competitiveness in a rapidly evolving global economy. Here are 3 famous historical cases of significant infrastructure development projects that bear similarities to the ongoing infrastructure development in Panama. 1. The construction of the Panama Canal, 1904 to 1914. The Panama Canal project is one of the most significant engineering feats in history. Initiated by the French in the 1880s and completed by the United States in 1914, the canal drastically shortened maritime trade routes between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. This monumental project involved massive earth-moving operations, the construction of locks, and the management of complex waterway systems. The canal's opening transformed global shipping, establishing Panama as a critical logistics hub. Its expansion in 2016 further increased its capacity and reinforced its importance in international trade. Paralleling Panama's current investments in transportation and logistics infrastructure. 2. The interstate highway system in the United States, 1956-present. The Federal Aid Highway Act of 1956 led to the creation of the interstate highway system, a network of controlled access highways across the United States. This infrastructure development aimed to improve national defense, facilitate interstate commerce, and enhance mobility for the public. The project involved substantial federal investment and was executed in phases similar to Panama's planned approach. The interstate system has been instrumental in shaping the economic landscape of the U.S., fostering regional trade and enhancing connectivity akin to Panama's goals of boosting economic competitiveness and improving quality of life through its infrastructure investments. 3. The high-speed rail project in Japan, Shinkansen, 1964-present. Japan's Shinkansen, or bullet train system, began operations in 1964. Coinciding with the Tokyo Olympics. This ambitious infrastructure project revolutionized transportation in Japan by providing high-speed rail service that connected major cities, significantly reducing travel time. The Shinkansen has continually expanded and modernized, becoming a symbol of technological advancement and efficiency in public transportation. The project parallels Panama's initiatives to enhance urban mobility through the expansion of the Panama Metro and other transportation networks, showcasing how strategic infrastructure investments can transform a nation's connectivity and contribute to economic growth. These three historical infrastructure projects highlight the transformative power of strategic investment in infrastructure, reflecting similar goals and challenges faced by the current developments in Panama. The future outlook for infrastructure development in Panama, driven by a $1.5 billion investment, presents a transformative trajectory for the nation as it aims to enhance economic competitiveness and improve quality of life for its residents. The strategic breakdown into 5 key phases leading to completion by Q2 2026 signals a comprehensive approach to modernization and sustainability across multiple sectors. 1. Transportation infrastructure expansion. Panama's geographical position as a logistics hub will be further reinforced through the expansion of its transportation infrastructure. Investments in Tocumen International Airport and the Pan American Highway will enhance connectivity for both local and international travel. The ongoing expansion of the Panama Metro aims to ease urban congestion and improve mobility for residents. By 2026, the completion of Panama Metro Line 3 is expected to significantly reduce commute times and facilitate access to economic opportunities. 2. Ports and logistics modernization. The modernization of key ports such as Manzanillo International Terminal and Colón Container Terminal will solidify Panama's status as a regional logistics powerhouse. Enhanced port facilities will accommodate larger vessels and increase cargo capacity, ensuring that Panama remains competitive in the global shipping arena. With strategic upgrades, Panama is poised to attract more international trade, which could lead to economic growth and job creation. 3. Diversification of energy sources. Panama's commitment to sustainable energy reflects a forward-thinking approach to infrastructure development. The diversification of its energy mix, focusing on renewable sources like solar and wind, aims to reduce reliance on hydroelectric power while ensuring energy security. The government's rural electrification plan, targeting universal electricity access by 2030, will uplift rural communities, enhance quality of life, and fuel local economies. 4. Digital infrastructure advancement. As the digital economy expands, Panama is prioritizing investments in IT and telecommunications. The National Broadband Network project aims to improve internet access in underserved areas, positioning Panama as a regional hub for digital services. This connectivity will attract multinational companies and foster innovation, particularly in areas such as e-commerce, fintech, and remote work. 5. Future infrastructure projects. Upcoming projects, including the fourth bridge over the Panama Canal and continued expansions of the Panama Metro, are critical for enhancing traffic flow and connectivity. The Energy Transition Plan, with a goal to achieve 70% renewable electricity generation by 2050, illustrates Panama's long-term vision for a sustainable energy future. These projects collectively contribute to a robust infrastructure framework that supports economic resilience. Conclusion. By 2026, Panama is expected to emerge as a leader in infrastructure development in the region, driven by strategic investments and comprehensive planning. The anticipated improvements across transportation, energy, logistics, and digital connectivity will not only enhance the country's global competitiveness but also significantly uplift the quality of life for its citizens. As Panama continues to capitalize on its strategic location, it is poised for a future characterized by sustainable growth, innovation, and increased integration into global markets. This proactive approach to infrastructure development ensures that Panama remains an attractive destination for investment, business, and living in the years to come.